Hello everybody and welcome to the FPW News Update. With Supercard 15 out of the way in the history books, you can also watch it online through YouTube or Facebook, the Video Game Wrestling Network. It has now come clear that our road to the biggest event in fantasy pro wrestling to date, the World Cup, the World Series, the Super Bowl, the WrestleMania of fantasy pro wrestling, blood, sweat, and tears is in our midst. And we have an incredible lineup of matches that will literally blow your socks off. Now picture this, the main event of the night, Brandon Wolf, Ken Jackson Jr., two champions right now, and the individual that had earned more points than anybody in the history of the point system. I'm talking about from 2014, when we first started doing the pointing system, and from June to December of 2016, it's not a man. It's a woman, baby. Christina Carissa Calloway, baby. She is by far the one that is going to possibly win the Universal Championship. I think that she has every bit the chance to score off the win. Did you just see what happened up there? I mean, I know that it was not a title match situation, but I think it's safe to say that, hey, Christina actually eliminated Bret Hart and Brandon Wolf single-handedly. That being said, Christina had that whole match literally wrapped around her little pinky. She was in complete control. She had great ring control from the start of the match, even though you saw her face down a couple of times and she was very frustrated throughout the match. You could see that Christina was trying to eliminate everybody one at a time, especially Ken Jackson Jr. Now Ken, buddy, baby, booby, you know the rules and you know the drill. Why did you attack Sky Stanley like that? You didn't have to do that. Needless to say, you lose by disqualification. That's it, that's all. But the thing is that at Blood, Sweat, and Tears, there is no disqualifications, there is no countouts, and there's no rope breaks, let alone a time limit. This is going to be an amazing contest, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to that. Brandon Wolf, Ken Jackson Jr., and Christina Calloway. It is going to be an amazing match for the FPW Championship of the Universe. Now let's talk about the Hitman for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Bret Hitman Hart, for those of you who don't know, now you will know because of the news, baby. Bret Hart was diagnosed with cancer. This is not a laughing matter. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Not a lot of people survive cancer, period. But this is Bret Hart. The excellence of execution. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And he just proved it by surviving it. In September, we paid homage to him. He was on the poster. He was a special appearance. He made a special appearance. And he came out to confront the one and only Wolfman, Brandon Wolf, our Universal Champion. Now, why did Bret Hart, all people, why Bret Hart confronting the Wolfman? If I've already talked about this, ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely and most humbly apologize for repeating myself, but you know what? There is more to it. The fact of the matter is that Bret Hart states he is the best there is. He wants to fight the absolute best. In his tribute video, You Start the Fire, way back in 95 or 96, whenever that video came out, he even said it in the video that he made. He wants to fight the very best in the World Wrestling Federation. And he did. But the thing is that this is FPW. And Brandon Wolf is the best. The best with the best. And to hell with the rest. Bret Hart is coming for the Wolfman. It is just to prove who is, beyond shadow of a doubt, the best wrestler fantasy pro wrestling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who actually do tune in to FPW broadcastings, I'd like to remind you that for the last couple of weeks now I have noticed that YouTube has blocked a few of my entries, and this is either recent entries or old entries from like 2011 or 2013. Now, the only reason why my content gets blocked every now and then is because I actually borrow, this is true, I borrow pre-existing things off of YouTube. The thing is that it's old material from like 10 years plus. Thank God that YouTube hasn't canceled out or has cut my own account. Otherwise, no more wrestling, fellas. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, ladies and gentlemen, but for those of you who do, I sincerely and humbly apologize. I would like to try my best to get to deliver hard-hitting, balanced wrestling so we don't get ourselves screwed out. Vicious Jeremy and Cactus Jen as Soup and Sandwich, they had their intro. They ripped it off of The Rock back in his Hollywood heel gimmick. His intro, yeah. From now on, if Soup and Sandwich decide to continue defending those tag team championships, there will not be any epic intro or introduction when they come on the ring. It's a bit of a buzzkill, I can understand that. I mean, we all want to see a really cool intro before a wrestler comes down the ring, you know? We like seeing that happen. It's awesome. But, you know, YouTube is YouTube, and they can block shit out. So imagine one day you're watching Supercard 16, you know, and it's part 4, and all of a sudden it goes from part 4 to part 6, or part 9, or whatever. It just skips like 3. Imagine that. Imagine if YouTube blocks out 3 consecutive clips all because of 5 seconds of this or 30 seconds of that. It's complete bullshit, but I mean, it is what it is, so I sincerely apologize. And for those of you who don't watch my stuff and you're watching this right now, hey, now you know, this is the news. This is why we are doing these broadcasts every week. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about what we have for now in FPW News Updates. Supercard 15 is in the books. You can watch it online. That thing is about 1 clip or 2, or I don't know, maybe just one actually that's been blocked out, but whatever. Death Row was also blocked out too. A match or two has been blocked. So fuck you, Facebook, and fuck you, YouTube. You bastard, you fucked up my show. I am the Johnny Dollar Ganoush, the host and the voice of Fantasy Pro Wrestling and No Mercy Hardcore Wrestling broadcasts. We'll see you next week. Hopefully this video has been insightful, and keep watching the skis.